Hey there everyone and welcome to my channel. As you play Stardew Valley, over time you'll forget about some of the features or things you would need to get in order to progress in the game or just make your life on the farm a bit easier. Stardew Valley has many features and over the years that list has grown even larger. So today I will tell you about some of the things everyone forgets that you can do or get in Stardew Valley. You've progressed further into the game and just now realized that there are options in the game that can give you more information about your progress overall. For starters, when you go into the options, you will find the advanced crafting option, which when it's turned on, you will have the information about the items you can craft, how many of the required items you have in an inventory, and how many you have crafted so far. This is quite useful, especially for the 100% completion, because for that you need to craft one of each craftable item in the game. And while we're in the options menu, there is one more option that has to be turned on from the get-go, and that is the tool hitbox. When you turn on this option, you will always have a red square where you will use your tool. This helps you so much because you will be more careful in wasting energy on missed watering spots, and you will manage your energy spending even better. So it's a really nice option to have turned on. The next game mechanic that many don't realize it has a function is the community center icon found in the inventory. This icon right here can be missed by many, but it has an important role. When you start collecting items for the community center, this icon will pulsate indicating that that item is required for one of the bundles, and you should save it and donate it there. At the start, when I began playing, I really didn't notice that, but afterwards I felt so silly about it. So I hope this helps to all of the new players out there. Another option, which is quite overlooked, is when you start with the farm decorating and build needed farm buildings like chicken coops, barns or shed. In Robin's shop menu, there is an option that many not notice, and that is the move buildings option. A lot of people use this option, but not many know that you can even move the shipping bin, the greenhouse as well, helping you to achieve the perfect decorated farm of your dreams. It's an overlooked option by many, but it's quite useful in Stardew Valley, where you can basically move around everything except the house and redesign the farm in your pace. And speaking about buildings, when you build a chicken coop and barn and get some animals in them, you need to feed them every day and ensure that if you're keeping them outside, they have enough grass to munch on. At the start, that shouldn't be an issue as the farm is overgrown with grass, but later on, as you start clearing the land for farming, grass will be a bit harder to come by. But there is a trick where you can make an auto feeder outside until you manage to upgrade the buildings to the level which unlocks the indoor auto feeder. When you plant some grass and place some lightning rods, or surrounded by fencing, it will turn into a natural auto feeder where the animals won't be able to get to that one grass tile, and it will be able to spread around it, making free food for the animals. This is a really helpful trick, so I hope you use it nicely. But just know, if you have too many animals, the grass won't have enough time to regenerate, so having a bunch of these spread out around the farm will be quite helpful. Another small thing that I think everyone in Stardew Valley forgets is the cute and famous Hat Mouse. He moves in the abandoned shack in the Cindersap forest, which is never repaired, and sells you know it, hats. He sells a variety of hats that may or may not suit your liking, but I always go and purchase some of them just to acknowledge that he is there doing his best. He needs a living as well, come on. And one more thing about the Cindersap forest is the flower dance. Now, everyone visits the flower dance in their first spring, but there is a trick to it if you're aiming for the 100% completion, and that is, in the flower dance, Pierre has a shop which sells two things needed for the completion, and those are the rare crow and the tub of flowers recipe. I think that everyone usually goes for the rare crow, but not many go for the tub of flowers, so this is a thing that you should keep in mind when going on your first flower dance. Since 100% completion means crafting every craftable item in the game, including the tub of flowers. Next up we have one more thing about the community center, and it's quite small, but not many notice and may even panic, but that is the community center reward. When you complete a bundle, you're given a reward to pick up, and after that the Junimo takes the bundle to the fireplace. But if for any reason you don't pick the reward and just close the window, the little present disappears and many panic on this moment, thinking they have lost their well-earned reward. But don't fear, the Junimos have taken even that into consideration. If this happens to you, by any chance just visit the little Junimo tent in the community center, and there you will find a green pouch containing all of your missed rewards. The Junimos are really thoughtful. And for the crafters out there, don't forget to use the precious Workbench. That item is quite amazing, where you just surround it with chests filled with materials and you will be able to craft every item without having to look for the materials all the time. You can buy it from Robin quite easily, and it's a real time saver, which will also make your farm look a bit better. You can choose a little spot where that will be your crafting area, and every chest will have organized materials, making everything look quite better. And I really want to know, is anyone else using this quite a lot, or you just craft the old way? And the last thing that I have is, as you play along, your farm space will grow, but it will be used up by you to build farm buildings, some nice decorative spaces, and maybe even used for some artisan equipment or fruit trees. So, to combat this, you have to use other spaces which are available to you, like the Quarry. This is the single most forgotten part of Stardew Valley, since you can make use of the whole thing, but many don't. The Quarry isn't visited by the NPCs, so placing things there is completely safe. You can just cover the ground with some flooring to stop the ores from spawning, and just go ahead and fill it out with a lot of artisan equipment to make the most use out of the space. The extra space for artisan equipment can increase your daily income by a lot, and it will save space on your farm, which can be used for other things that you want to do. And that's it. Those were the things that are mostly forgotten by players, which could really make a difference in your playthrough. What do you think about these things, and have you ever forgotten to use them or just didn't want to bother with them and just went with your own playstyle? Let me know down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, and if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more Stardew Valley content. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in my next one. But till then, stay safe.